Hey, good morning, my friends. This is MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Getting a little bit of an early start this morning. Figured I'd show you what's going on. We have 3 snows over the next 4 days, so let's get to it. By the way, the snowstorm yesterday, right as expected, 6 inches, very common, to 7 to 7.8. I saw maybe an isolated 8 in the southeast part of the state. And then you go back to the northwest of that, a little strip of 4 to 6, and then 2 to 4 inches. I will have a map for you, hopefully later this morning or early afternoon, on how much snow fell and where. If you're wanting to go snowmobiling to the north, not much snow fell with this system there. But like I said, 3 snows coming. So let's get to it. You can see the first snow shaping up, and that is a lake effect snow. So that will be heavy snow today in the along the Lake Michigan shoreline, from about Manistee through Ludington, through Muskegon, down into the southwest corner, maybe making it into the Kalamazoo area. And otherwise, the rest of us will have off and on snow showers, but nothing that will really mount up. Now, look back to the northwest, look northwest of the Dakotas. That's our first Alberta Clipper system of the season. That's going to come through tomorrow. The brunt of it, the solid snow shield, will be across the far northern part of lower Michigan, the UP, and southern Canada. But the trailing cold front also brings a spurt of snow showers in. And then I'll show you after that, we have a more widespread system snow for the southern half of the state, sometime Saturday into Saturday night, Sunday morning. So we're all going to see it. Now, here's a little closer look at the radar across Michigan right now. And you can see that if you're traveling this morning, your main problems are in the southwest corner, Grand Rapids to Kalamazoo, down to Benton Harbor, St. Joe, the South Bend area. That's where the lake effect is developing and will continue to develop. Hey, good morning, Levon Carava. Hopefully you're doing well. And good morning, Catherine Cyphers and Bob Clark. Good morning. And Mike Joy. Good morning to you. So the general story for today is lake effect in the southwest corner that will be dangerous to drive in. And some of those spurts of snow showers break off and move into the southeastern half of lower Michigan. But that doesn't tend to pile up. You might get an inch here or there on that. All right. So I thought, let's cut to the chase here. And let's show you the total snowfall expected from today's lake effect and tomorrow's Alberta Clipper. Okay. So here you go. In the yellow, that's 6 to 8 inches of snow. That's Manistee to Ludington to Pentwater. Muskegon in the 4 to 6, and then you pick up with the 6 to 8 again from around Holland southward into northwest Indiana. And you get a few little spots around, what would that be? South Haven, I guess, where you could have 8 to 12 inches of snow. Now, this is through Friday night, and this is a combo. This is a combo of today's lake effect plus some enhancement from the Alberta Clipper tomorrow. Now, we move eastward into Lansing and Battle Creek. Battle Creek, you're probably three or 4 inches over the next 36 hours. And then as you go to Lansing into Ann Arbor, Detroit, Flint, Saginaw, it's 2 to 3 inches of snow over the next 2 days. And as you go into the northeast part of lower Michigan, you get the least because you have the least lake effect and enhancement from both of these. So you're an inch or 2. So something like that. So this gives you a pretty good layout of the total snowfall, but we have to go on this one. We have to explain it to you. I have to explain it to you as 2 systems and go all the way to Friday, because you won't really know why the snow is falling, and it doesn't really matter. It's just going to be bursts of snowfall. But the big story is that the southwest corner today will be snowy. If you're leaving from Saginaw or Bay City or Flint or Ann Arbor or Detroit, driving west toward Chicago, you're going to run into a stretch that's pretty nasty. And in that stretch, if you can get 69, I-69 down to 80, I-80, you'd do better than running across I-94 in southwest lower Michigan. Okay, so here is the high-resolution rapid refresh on its snowfall totals, and there you can see how the southwest corner is going to really have it pile up during the day today. Now, our next, so we kind of covered today's lake effect in the southwest, and I've covered tomorrow's Alberta Clipper. Now, Saturday afternoon or Saturday night, definitely into early Sunday morning, another system comes out of the west and across the southern half of lower Michigan. And you can kind of see that in the next model that I show you. So here we go. There's your lake effect today. There's your Alberta Clipper adding on tomorrow. And it adds on also in Traverse City and Leelanau County and Benzie County. A couple of inches, what we call lake enhanced. Now, look at the left side of the screen out in Iowa and Wisconsin. So we're at Saturday morning here. And you kind of see how that swath of snow is developing and coming straight east. And you know where that's aimed for, the southern half of lower Michigan. So this is through, 1 p.m. Saturday. So this would say that it's a Saturday evening, Saturday evening snow starting in the southwest quarter. And let's see, Elizabeth Hopkins, is this heavyweight or the light powder snow? I would say this is somewhere in the middle, more toward the fluffy side than the heavy wet side. Okay, so let's give you a look now at the European model, which is going to show us that swath of snow coming across Saturday night into Sunday morning. And then it's going to show that we get into the colder air and the storm track may shift south as we go into next week. But we do have storm systems, the possibility of storm systems lined up. So you should know that. So here we go. Here's our storm moving off and the lake effect today. Then there's the Alberta Clipper. This is Friday evening, 7 o'clock. So the Alberta Clipper is kind of a late Friday afternoon in the northern part of the state, and then a Friday late afternoon, evening, and overnight thing. This is Saturday morning, 7 a.m. So it's shifted onto the east. Now this is Saturday night, 7 p.m. See the area of snow developing across southern Wisconsin, northern Illinois, aimed into southern Michigan. This is the middle of Saturday night. That's a good little snow. That's a good little snow right there. That's a solid one. From Saginaw to north of Grand Rapids, southward all the way into northern Indiana, northern Ohio. I guess my word of warning to you would be, if you are traveling Saturday night, let's say you're heading south. Saturday night is going to be a nasty night to drive. Southern half of lower into about the northern half of Indiana and Ohio. So move it up, get out early Saturday morning, or you might be waiting a day or so before it warms up enough. So here's our snow Saturday night. This is Sunday morning early. This is between 7 a.m. and 1 p.m. on Sunday. The snow winding down. Let's see. Lisa Lewandowski, good morning from mid-Michigan. Need to travel to southeast Michigan Saturday morning. That is the best time to travel. I don't think it'll be perfect. I don't think it'll be too terrible. But again, Saturday evening, it gets pretty nasty. Not what I would call a heavy snowstorm, but a solid one everywhere. Not a spurty type thing. So this is Monday. and notice, maybe a glancing blow of some snow for Ann Arbor and Detroit. And then notice the cold air kind of settles in, and the next systems, snow systems, those are systems. The next system on Wednesday projected to track just to our south. This is very typical. Once we get into the cold air, the storm track in late January or February shifts south for a couple of weeks and hits Tennessee and Kentucky and Carolinas and whatnot. So this is next Friday, that system in the southeast, and then it heads on toward the east southeast. So here's one last thing for you, a quick look at the snowfall on Saturday. You can see it comes across, and that's why I'm calling it as to what looks like probably a 3 to 6 inch snow. Probably hard to get 6 inches out of this thing on Saturday, but easy to get 3, and there might be a lot of 4 and 5 inchers, but of course we'll keep you updated on that. Now you know. Southwest today, travel hard. Tomorrow, more spurty. Saturday afternoon, Saturday night, Sunday morning, travel difficult in the southern half of the state. Trying to keep you updated. Make sure you keep checking mlive.com/weather for any written updates. And thanks for joining me on the MLive Morning Weather Update. I'll see you back here tomorrow. Bye.